In 2020, we created Bible Podlets as a really easy-to-use Bible study and discussion resource for primary school-aged children to do with their grown-ups at home. But did you know that you can also use Bible Podlets in a Sunday school session at church? We went along to St. James's Church in Clitheroe to see how the podcast can be used with a larger group of children on a Sunday.
Hello! I'm Sarah.
And I'm Dave, and here's a humongous welcome to Bible Podlets. To start, we played the game at the beginning of the episode. We like to start each episode of Bible Podlets with a game, and this episode is no exception. Now it's the turn of our Podleteers. Are you ready?
So, we're going to get you guys to join in now. Okay, so I need somebody who wants to volunteer to have a go. Do you want to come and stand in front of everybody? Okay? And we'll play the podcast again and we'll see what job role it is, and you're going to have to name all the bits to go with it, okay? Right. Great. Your first one is a builder. Go.
Concrete, bricks, a hat, cement, goggles,
And stop! What sort of things did you come up with?
I think we should play our podcast again and see what it's all about.
In the bit of the Bible we're looking at today, Paul describes in a letter for the Christians in Ephesus how they should get dressed in certain things which would help them by offering them protection.
Yes.
After our game, we then explored our Bible passage and main theme. For this session, we looked at the book of Ephesians and the armour of God.
Dear Paul, it's been 6 years since you were here in Ephesus when you invited us non-Jews, the Gentiles, into God's family. And yet, I still don't think we're getting things right.
Finally, take the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Use these things to keep you safe, and as a united church, you will make an unstoppable force against evil.
After hearing our passage, we dive into it more with our guided discussion. After each question, we pause the podcast to talk together. The question again: what did Paul find out was happening in the Ephesian church? Please pause the podcast if you can and talk about this together. Then press play when you're ready to carry on.
So have a think. Remember the very first letter? What was going on?
so they didn't listen to God, they listened to the bad spirit, so they knew that God was better.
People were rioting and fighting against the church.
Yeah, and arguing with each other, weren't they? Because they were all having all these differences of opinions, I think. We'll carry on listening and see whether some of the answers that we talked about are in the conversation that Dave and I have together. The Ephesians were having a hard time. They kept having arguments because there was so much they couldn't agree on. Okay, right, so I think, what about if we had somebody to come and put each bit on him and explain to us what it does? Would that work?
Yes, I think so.
Excellent. What do you know what one of the bits of armour does?
The great thing about using Bible Podlets with a group is that you can add as much creativity to each part of your discussion as you'd like. And when you've worked your way through all the questions, the episode always ends with a reflection on the main themes and a short time of prayer to bring the session together.
Hi, I'm Helen Potts and I'm the Children's and Families Minister here at St James's Church, Clitheroe. So today we've had a Podlet party and it's been great. We've had really good fun. We've had a really good Bible passage that we've read together and we've asked questions about and talked about, which has encouraged the children in their faith and has helped them think deeply about a Bible passage. We've had loads of fun playing a really great game and the children were really engaged with the whole party. It's got some really well thought out questions that the Podlets go in a series that builds up on one and each other and follow a theme, which is always great. And then the questions just really help them think about the passage at a really at different levels. They're not just skimming the surface.
What sort of encouragement would you give to somebody who was considering giving something like Bible Podlets a go?
Give it a go. Go for it and try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it ever again, but I think you'll probably find that you would use it again because it's a great resource.
Bible Podlets is completely free to use, and we hope that this video has given you an idea of how this resource can be used in a group setting. We also have some discussion notes available to download for free on our website, so head on over to bdeducation.org.uk/shop to find them in our resources area. Bible Podlets is available wherever you get your podcasts, so search for it with whichever app you use, or you can listen on our website bdeducation.org.uk/podcasts. Happy podleting!